are you saying that democracy is not really or fully and directly communicated to the people? Is that why we are having these kind of issues arising from West Africa and other parts of the country?
Exactly, that is what it is. Yesterday I also told you that the challenge for me really is that even within the West Africa, within the ECOWAS as a regional body, the conversation about democracy has been reduced to election. We have reduced democracy to ballots. So when we talk about democracy, the only conversation we understand is election. And that's why within the ECOWAS as a regional body, their most concern is unconstitutional change of government. They are not talking in terms of citizen participation. They are not talking in terms of inclusive decision making, which is the core cardinal part of democracy. They are not talking in terms of citizen democracy communication and participatory communication and participatory dialogue. Because really, democracy is about the people and it's about people-centered development. Democracy is not an opportunity for primitive capitalist accumulation or upward mobility, where when you get there as a president, as a senate president, as a minister, as a appointee, you begin to see huge divide between you and the people you serve. And I'm saying, so long as we enable this kind of class, so long as we enable this kind of behavior that treats citizens as second-class citizens, that treats citizens as slaves in their own country, that treats citizens as people who do not matter, and if the military intervention becomes alternative, they are likely going to embrace it. One of the things I had always told you before is that law means nothing to a man who is embarking on survival journey, because democracy enables for social justice. And if you are not allowing democracy if you are not promoting social justice and equity using this democracy platform we are practicing, Bishop, you are just building resentment and you're just triggering anger. What you see is a frustration, is a frustration and an explosion of built anger. In any country you see military coup today, it didn't start today. It's an accumulation of frustration. It is accumulation of failure, and it's a citizen anger. And I'm saying, therefore, that the only way, and that's why I say, even those who communicate for government in Nigeria and across West Africa, they need to understand that public communication has nothing to do with exclusion. It is not denial. They need to understand that what we need in the 21st century, where information is at the doorstep of everybody, is not denial or outright lies. It is the communication that accepts responsibilities and ensure or assure the citizen what to do and how to improve the system. That's what is needed. So for your question, yes, exclusion, frustration caused by the ruling elites in West Africa is what is resulting in this kind of queue we are seeing. Because what we are witnessing is crisis of legitimacy. And if I tell you today that what happened to Benin Republic is the last queue in West Africa, I just lied to you. We are going to witness more queue. I can guarantee you that, because there's a complete failure of governance, and there's the climax of citizens' frustration. And is either it comes in the form of military takeover, or is either it's going to come in the form of massive resentment and massive demonstration and protest and revolution, that the political elite may not be able to handle it. The idea of use of force, because what happens is that what use of force does is that it terminates crisis. And the termination of conflict is not a resolution of conflict. You need to resolve conflict. You don't need to terminate conflict. And by the moment you terminate conflict, what you have just done is that you suppress it for a while, and it's going to resurface. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So we need dialogue, we need democracy communication in Africa, in West Africa. And that's the only way we can inculcate, or we can integrate, or we can accept, we can widen conversation among our citizens that will deepen our democracy. This is what I'm saying, Bishop.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Liberty. I think you have dealt with the subject matter in view. This morning you've talked about, you have given us a clear defined goal, you have identified some issues raised, and you have even advised us of what to do. I think that will be all this morning. Do you have any other thing to add to it, sir?
No,
yes, sir.
Yeah, just to add that both the ruling elites and the citizens need to understand that democracy is about the people. It's people-centered development. Anything outside the people is not democracy, because democracy is about development, and development is about the people. And anything that is outside the people is no more development. So our democracy must give room for development consensus. Our political parties must embrace development.